Can magic be effectively used to cheat others? Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I cheated my wife once.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. That seems to be an enchanting tale.
But I'll never tell you what it is because she's watching the show.
Try. Let's see.
I wrote a letter to my mother-in-law threatening her that I'll make her daughter disappear unless she agrees me to be her son-in-law. That sort of thing. And that threatening letters were sent to her from different corners, and she knew that I'm doing it. One day, there were a few people who came to the local park in our locality, and where my wife was there, my mother-in-law was also there, and they pretended as if to be gundas. And I went there to rescue her, and honorably they all ran away, seeing me, the magician, coming, but they all were my men. And I confess that I had to pay them some money to help me in that acting.
Did you ever tell them this? Or is this the first time you're breaking this?
I think I'll become a hero now. Yeah, I think they won't mind. They shouldn't. Do you?
Except South America, Australia and China, PC Sorcar has travelled everywhere in the world, showing his magic, winning friends and impressing the rich and the powerful. But wherever he goes, Sorcar spreads the message of science. There is nothing called magic, he says. Everything has its basis in truth and reality, he openly declares, while combating the forces of superstition and blind faith. In fact, fake godmen and gurus hate him, for his pet obsession is to bust them, to show them up for what they are, cheap magicians, not men of God, and puncture all their tall claims.
Right. In India, the people can be divided into two parts, innocent and enlightened. Innocent people think that we use black magic, and there's a mantra, tantra, chu, chai, sab, all are being used. But the enlightened people, they know that we use plain, simple science for the cause of entertainment, and we play the role of a magician for the cause of entertainment. But the innocent people, they come to me in search of medicines. Mera bibi kho gaya, jara mila dijiye. This also happens. And
does it make you feel like God?
How I wish I can pretend to be a but by acting or the thing I do on stage, that has led me to that perfection, and they think that I am a magician, but I am not a magician. I'm an actor. I play the role of a magician. But I don't want to pretend and play God-man or thing like that.
What about these God-men you've exposed? Don't they do the same thing?
Same thing, same sort of thing they do. Everybody. Whatever we magicians do on stage, they do it in a different form with some presentation differences and all.
There's an element of exploitation of the common man.
Yeah. The religious people, the simple people, they should not be exploited. They have already suffered a lot.
So there are no miracles in life?
No miracles at all. The life is a miracle, that's it. Because we have not explained it yet. The moment it is explained, it becomes science. And
is there some magic that you always wanted to do and never quite succeeded? Yeah. Some famous trick done by someone long before
the Indian rope trick. I can do it half. I can make one rope rise up in open field where a small boy will climb up on the top. And then he would disappear. And then the magician will go, he will disappear too. Cut him into pieces. The disappeared boy's limbs and everything. It will drop on the ground. Then the magician will come back and restore the pieces and make it in one piece. The boy will come back.
In an open field?
In an open field. But in an open field, I can make one rope stand up. One boy will be climbing up there without any apparent support or visible support. Nothing. The boy will go up, and then I'll ask him to come down. He will come down. And then at my instance, the rope will come down, I'll coil it up, show it to people once again. This much I can do.
Have you ever tried doing a series on television like David Copperfield?
Yeah, it has started here with you.
Yeah. But the point is, do you feel a different set of techniques are required for performing before the camera?
It depends on the trick concerned. Yeah, by a camera you can shoot any sort of trick. But to make it more convincingly true, you have to present it in a different form. You have to do it.
Show me how.
Now.
Right now.
Okay. See, I have a thimble here. Thimble. If I place it there and ask the camera to shut the frame, and then if I take it away and keep my finger there, and you'll see that it's disappeared. But now we're not doing that. I'm doing it continuously. I'm placing it there and covering it like that and rubbing it, and then you'll find it's gone. And then if I squeeze my fingers again, it'll come out. It'll come back.
How did you manage that?
It's a matter of practicing. I did a simple trick. You know what I did? I kept it there, and then while covering it, I took it out. It was so fast, you didn't see it. I'm doing it once again.
Hat safai.
Yeah, hat safai. Not with the soap, but with tricks. This thing I'm doing, and I took 1/11th of a second to bring it out. Just this much.
This is sheer practice.
Yeah, practice. And this practice, I had to practice it for 25 years to master this. This covered and then press there and then bring it out. He said, we can go on doing that. Or another trick. See, I've got a handkerchief here, and an ordinary handkerchief. There's no hole in it, nothing of the sort. And the thimble, if I keep it here, and if I cover the thimble with this handkerchief and then say 1, 2, and 3, it'll penetrate and come out.
Again, speed.
Speed, yeah. I took it out. You didn't see it. And that is magic.
The idea of focusing someone's attention on something else.
Misleading, misdirecting. No hypnotism, no chumantar, all science.
Is there any favorite kind of slogan of yours, like Gilli Gilli, Abracadabra, Shumantar, Open Sesame?
Yeah, all together. I use everything. Depending on the item concerned. But my pet word is Indrajal. Yeah, to make Indrajal more popular. And from now onwards, I'll be saying Windrajal. It's a win-win show.
The young boy who hid and watched his father from the skylight of his magic room to learn the tricks of the trade is today the world's most famous magician on the performance circuit, keeping alive a rich tradition inherited over 7 generations, a tradition that he will one day pass on to his children. Those who have watched him make a train vanish, or transform an ambassador car into an elephant, or escape from a sealed jute sack inside a locked crate thrown into the sea, or challenge clever audiences all over the world with simple sleight of hand tricks will tell you one thing. Here is the Jadugar of our times. He may not exactly succeed in pushing back the price of rice and wheat or hide the corruption in our ration shops, but short of that miracle, he can virtually show you anything. Anything that is possible within the limits of science.
And that was PC Sorcar, an extraordinary man, an extraordinary magician who sleeps with his pet lion in his bed and transforms elephants into ambassador cars. How do you reach him? Try Tokyo or Honolulu or maybe Calcutta if you're lucky. The man is so peripatetic that even his shadow can't keep pace with him.